What up? Welcome to the stream. Alright. Today is Thursday. We just had PPI come out 30 minutes ago. It was a miss. Which, if we, let me show this. Miss on core PPI and unemployment claims, higher unemployment claims, lower negative PPI. Which is kind of a big deal because of what the Fed was talking about yesterday at the meeting. Basically they kind of have given up on inflation, it seems like, and they're what's going to get them to pivot to cuts is going to be unemployment claims, is kind of the speculation. So yeah, that was bad for the economy, at least, because, well, depending on how you're positioned, I guess. But yeah, that's the narrative. Markets kind of took, let's see, there was a little bit of volatility on indices, but all the volatility seems to have been completely rebalanced right now before the market open. Obviously, once the market opens, we'll get probably some continuation or a reversal, full-on reversal. But anyways, if you look at the dollar, we dumped and we're just getting bought back up. Same thing with basically the move down yesterday. Still not convinced that this is going to head any higher, though. I had these, what was the drawings there? So yeah, this is the area we're looking for a rejection. Looks like we got it. And I think we're just waiting for this to continue. So right now we're just retracing my thoughts. Same thing with, hopefully with Japanese USD JPY. Just keeps getting bought back up, so we're just waiting for that to work itself out. Gold still holding. May's low. May. And it has some SMT with, excuse me, with silver. So, yeah, that's quite interesting. I can see this rallying again, or not. Yeah, but euro and pound. Euro filled in the gap down from the ECB news. Looking pretty strong. Same thing as the DXY in my opinion, just inverse. Russell moved really big yesterday. Came down to these order blocks. As you can see, midline of this order block. And has displaced higher now on the 4-hour and the daily. So I actually like the Russell. I think the Russell is what will be the play. Since we've been ranging for so long, and now we're starting to, with the rates coming up, I think the Russell is where you're going to see the gains, because these are the companies that have been really held back by, obviously, NASDAQ and all those have those bigger tech companies fueled by AI hype. So I think people are gonna as I start talking, I start yawning in the morning. I think this is gonna be a big what's it called? Rotation. It's kind of the idea that I have. So we watched the Russell at the Open. I'm already actually long, but my stop is not really super good. If I'm wanting to day trade this. Here, let's just zoom out. Let's go back to what the idea is. Order block, midline, respected it. Displaced higher here on this area. Obviously, we still need to see how today works out for that daily, but on the 4 hour, very clear. So we just got that move back up to fill all this liquidity void, but there's another displacement, so that's why I'm long there. But this could obviously retrace lower and still go up. So we'll be waiting to see how that plays out. I'm thinking at the open, that's where things will start to clear up. So this might have been a little premature. But anyways, yeah, here's all my targets here. Obviously, for a day trade, it's hard to want to hold the trade for a bigger move because you don't have that much time in a day to get it usually. What else should we look at? Crypto. So it's the same thing everywhere. The market rallied on the news and then pulled all the way back, and then now we're just in the exact same spot. Same thing with most crypto. Ethereum looks like it could keep pulling back. The indices, I still really like what's happening on the Dow. This one I'm really looking for longs and shorts. But I'm not confident with the shorts yet because there hasn't been any, like, inside of this price action, there hasn't been any, like, displacements. This was a displacement, I guess, after sweeping. So there's one. And is this even, let's take this on the big chart. The contracts were switched, so all my drawings are completely off. Oh, wait. This looks like it's still the same. Besides this one. Okay. Some of these are the same. Monthly, weekly, daily. Yeah. Dow looks pretty weak. But it is holding up here. So I think I'll watch the flow today to get a better idea before I get in this trade. Since I'm already in the Russell. I don't want to get too net in a single direction or in whatever. So yeah, I still think the Dow could head higher into this liquidity void and take out this high here. That doesn't mean that I think it needs to, but let's see. Yeah, I just don't like how weak this is coming down. I mean, that's not a real displacement on the 1 hour. Yeah, on the 4 hour, there's a fair value gap and a little bit of a displacement, but it's not like, it's not just super convincing because it barely took out this high. Which is why I'd want to see something else give me a clue. So but yeah, this could easily just keep going downward. You never know. What is this? 0. Weekly. So I took out yesterday's high, or not, last week's high, I mean. So there's a reason to go down. But what order did it do that in? Or, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. Was this last week? Yeah, that was last week's high. So yeah, this is only significant based on the weekly candles, really. Yeah, not super clear in there. Only want to take the setups that are very clear, which means we'll be missing a lot of them, but that's all right. Easier trades. And this is the weekly fair value gap, where we'd be looking short if we get it. What else? And then, yeah, the flows from yesterday, man. SPY net flow, puts on top trending higher, calls on bottom trending lower. But then all of the volume was calls. So that's, to me, that's actually, with the market tide being the complete opposite and also calls being green, I think that that's maybe calls exiting here. Let's look. Especially at the end of the day. That's kind of what we want to see. Yeah, nothing massive. Where's the time? Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the last few hours, so maybe we can add a filter so we can see more premium. At least 1 million premium. And what time did it happen at? Where? Okay, there it is. So yeah, with this we get a good view of the premiums. Yeah. These were 1 day expiration. Oh, these were yesterday, okay. So that could have been a roll. Both the same. Yeah, nothing really clear for the premiums. but obviously, oh, what's this? The cells. Interesting. But yeah, mixed, but I mean, leaning bullish, even because of the SPY. Volume was green though. ETF holdings, yeah, okay. Qs also same story, puts on top, but still all green volume. So interesting. So that might have actually been put selling. High premiums. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So yeah, that actually supports what I'm thinking. I think at the open here, we might actually get a continuation of the initial move from the news drive. But yeah, keep an eye on DXY. Still think this is maybe just a retracement, which will eventually come take out this liquidity, which is what we've been waiting for. And then same thing on JPY swing. Could be looking long on these currencies, which I may do for just shorter term trades with my Forex accounts. But again, they do all just look similar since they're all the same direction. Like this looks just like the Russell. So don't want to get in the same trades over and over, just getting too much size in the same idea. So maybe we can look at gold and and silver, maybe get some other ideas. Oil, I haven't even looked at oil in a long time. Still rallying. Missed the entry. But was wanting to pull back at some point. But yeah, I need to do more analysis on this before I have some conviction again. So, all right, that's what I'm looking at. Bearish on the DXY. I think the draw is lower, even though we may retrace in the short term. And then I like continuations of the move from Fed, yesterday's move and today's initial reaction on the PPI, and then I'll wait for confirmation on the flow and see how we open today before we start adding in different trades and looking at getting in if I get stopped out the Russell. So yeah, that's the plan.